Hi to all. Today we are going to learn about matrices. First we see the introduction of matrices. You must have seen in class 10th that you have solved linear equations to variable. For example, 2x plus 3y plus 4 equal to 4, 3x plus y equal to 5. So this is a linear equation in two variables. Now you have used many methods to solve it. First, you have used graphical method, then you have used cross multiplication method, substitution method, elimination method. So all these methods we have already used. Now we are going to move further one step ahead, and we are going to solve these equations with the help of matrices. Though matrices is not only used for solving the linear equations, it has many applications in engineering. Even we can use this knowledge in cryptography also. But now you can see that the coefficients of these two equations are 2, 3, 3, 1. I have used these coefficients and I have written them in some manner. You can see this first one is your row 1, this one is your row 2, this is your column 1, this is your column 2. Now if we give them a symbolic form also, which is like 2, 3, 3, 1, then this notation and this representation of these coefficients is called a matrices. You can see here the order of the matrices is, order means how many rows are there. There are 2 rows. How many columns are there? Columns are these. So this is 2 cross 2 matrices. Now we are in a position that we can define the matrices. The matrix is an ordered rectangular arrangement of numbers in which each number is positioned at different positions. For example, this position is called first row, first column. This position is called first row, second column. This position is called second row, first column. This position is called second row, second column. Now we'll move further. The types of matrices. First one is column matrix. Column matrix means when there is only one column. For example, A 1, 5, 6. You can see there are rows 3 and column is only 1. So this order is 3 cross 1. So all matrices of this type where the column is 1, we call that as column matrix. Row matrix, you can see a matrix in which there is only one row, 5 minus 2, 3. So there are one row and 3 column. All the matrices in which number of rows is 1 is called row matrix. It never matters how many columns are there, but if there is one row, we call it row matrix. Square matrix, as the name suggests, when number of rows and number of columns are equal, means 2, 5, 7, 2. Row 3, row 2 and column 2. This is row 1, row 2, column 1, column 2. So this type of matrix is called square matrix. Now come to diagonal matrix, which is very important. Diagonal matrix, according to the definition, the diagonal elements, this is root 2, 3, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. This order is 3 cross 3. The diagonal elements can be any number, but other elements, this is called diagonal element. Other numbers have to be 0. So this is called a diagonal matrix of order 3 cross 3. Come to the next, scalar matrix. Scalar matrix is this 1, or we can say 2 2 2. This is 0 0 0 0 0 0. Okay, now can I ask you the difference between these two matrices, diagonal matrix and this scalar matrix? I hope you can see the difference. Here in the diagonal this one, there are scalars root 2 3 1. They all are different, but here you see all scalars in the diagonal matrix are same. So when all scalars in the diagonal matrix are same, we say it is a scalar matrix, and this has order 3 cross 3. Come to the next identity matrix. 1 1 1 0 0 0 0 0 0. Now you can see this elements diagonal elements 1 1 and 1. So if we found any matrix in which all elements in the diagonal is 1, then we say it is an identity matrix. Now the sixth one is identity matrix. In identity matrix, we have diagonal elements 1 only, and rest of the elements are 0. So now we have so far seen that there are three matrices. First is your scalar matrix, and second diagonal matrix, and third one is identity matrix. You must have understood what are the differences in these three. So I'm just going back and just again explaining you that in diagonal matrix the diagonal elements can be any numbers, whereas in scalar matrix the number can be any number but the diagonal element have to be same. In identity matrix the number cannot be other than 1, the diagonal numbers, and this matrix you can see that there are 3 rows and there are 3 columns. So this is a 3 cross 3 identity matrix. Next, seventh number is zero matrix. Zero matrix, as the name suggests, if all the elements are 0, like 0 0 0 0, then this matrix is called zero matrix. Now we'll move further for the another concept, which is equality of matrices. Equality of matrices means if, for example, this is A, B, C, D, and there is another matrix which is also A, B, C, D. So these two matrices, you can say these are equal. Why equal? There are two things which decides whether the matrices are equal or not. First, the order. You can see the first one, the order is 2 cross 2. Second one is also 2 cross 2. So these two matrices have the same order, the first condition. Come to the second condition. Each corresponding element must be equal to the corresponding element of the second matrices. For example, here A11 is A. Here also A11 is A. Here B is positioned at column row 1, column 2. Here also this is row 1, column 2. You can see this C, this equal to C, this D equal to this D. So these two matrices, if we name this A and name this B, if these two conditions are satisfied, we say the matrices are equal. Now, after knowing all these basic things, we are moving towards the basic questions related to whatever the introduction we have covered and whatever type of matrices we have covered. We are moving to the exercise 3.1. So now this is the first question of NCERT. You can see there is a matrix 2 5 19 minus 7 35 minus 2 5 by 2 12 root 3 1 minus 5 17. So the first part is they are asking you the order of the matrix. So you can see how many rows are there. So there are 3 rows, and you see the column 1 2, 3, 4. So there are 4 columns. The order of the matrix will be 3 cross 4. Now the number of elements. Number of element you can simply get, you multiply the number of rows and columns, you will get the number of elements. So here 3 cross 4 means 12. So number of elements are 12. Now next they are asking you to find A13. A13, when we say A13, it means first we have to go to row 1 and then we have to go to column 3rd. So row 1 is this is your row 1, row 2, row 3, and this is your column 1, this is column 2, this is column 3, column, this is column, this is column, this is column 4. So first row and 3rd column, this is this. So element is 19. Now 2 1 means row 2, this is your row 2, will start from actually the rows has to start from this side. Row 1 is, row 2 is this row, 35 minus 2, 5 by 2 and 12, and column 1 is this column 1. So we'll write that 35 and 2 4. The row has to start from left to right, though I don't have space, so I've written the number of rows here, but it should be written here. Now A24 is the second row and 4th column, this is 12, second row and 3rd column, which is 5 by 2. So we have answered this question number 1. Now we'll move further to question number 2. Now question number 2 is, if a matrix has 24 elements, what are the possible order it can have, and further what if it has 13 elements. So now you all can see there are 24 elements in total, so that 24 must be divided into factors. 24 number has to be divided into factors, The two factors can be 2 cross 12, 12 cross 2, 6 cross 4, 4 cross 6. So there can be many ways of deciding the order of the matrix. Now the second part, what if it has 13 elements? You can see that 13 is a prime number. If we want to find out the factors of 13, then there are only two factors, 1 and number itself. So 13 can be written as 1 into 13 or 13 into 1. So the order of the matrix is possible, which is 1 row 13 column or 13 rows 1 column. So now you can see question number 4. Construct a 2 cross 2 matrix A equal to Aij, whose elements are given by, there are 3 parts. The first part is Aij equal to I plus j whole square upon 2. So you can see well that if there are 2 rows, I represents 4 rows. So there, how many possibilities? The row 1, row 2, and similarly j can be 1, 2 also. So now we put all these values one by one. We'll take I as 1 first, so this 1, and we'll take the column 1, A1 1. So in that formula you put the value 1 plus 1 whole square upon 2, so that is 2 square, which is 4 upon 2. This is 4 by 2. This answer is 2. Now A2 1, you can calculate A21. A21 is 2 plus 1 whole square upon 2. So this is 3 square 9, 9 by 2. Now we come to here A12. So A12 means 1 plus 2 whole square divided by 2. So this is again 9 by 2. Then A22, this is 1, 2 plus 2 whole square upon 2, which is now 4 square 16 by 2. This is equal to 8. So matrix A can be written now A11, A12, A21, A22, and we can put these values which we have found, which is 2, 9 by 2, this is 9 by 2, this is 8. So this is the matrix that you have found, and this matrix has order 2 cross 2. This is our question 5, which asks us to construct a 3 cross 4 matrix whose elements are given by aij equal to 1 by 2 minus 3 into I plus j. So the values that I can take is 1, 2, 3, and the values that j can take is 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have to put all these value one by one. We'll take first a11 according to the formula. This is 1 by 2 minus 3 into 1 plus 1, which is this inside modulus sign. The answer is minus 2 upon 2. So it becomes minus 2 modulus and 2. So it becomes 1. A12 1 by 2 minus 3 into 1 plus 2. This becomes minus 3, this minus 1, minus 1 by 2, this is 1 by 2. A13 1 by 2 minus 3 into 1 plus 3. So this becomes 0. A14, it will be 1 by 2 minus 3 into 1 plus 4. So answer is 1. 1 by 2 is 1 by 2. Now A21 1 by 2 minus 3 into 2 plus 1. This is minus 6 plus 1. Minus 6 plus 1 is 5, minus 5, and because of modulus sign it becomes plus 5. So 5 by 2. A22 will be 1 by 2 minus 3 into 2 plus 2. So it becomes 6, this 4, and because of modulus sign it becomes 4 by 2. Answer is 2. A23 1 by 2 minus 3 into 2 plus 3. This is minus 6 plus 3. This is plus 3 then upon 2 because of this modulus sign. A24 1 by 2 minus 3 into 2 plus 4. So this is minus 6 plus 4 minus 2 but become plus 2, and then divided by 2 is 1. Last row is A31 1 by 2 minus 3 into 3 plus 1, which is minus 9 plus 1 minus 8. So it becomes 8 by 2, which is 4. A32 is 1 by 2 minus 3 into 3 plus 2 minus 6, and this plus 2 minus 6 minus 9 plus 2, this minus 8, minus 9, this 7, minus 7 by 2. So it becomes, because of modulus sign, it becomes plus 7 by 2. Now A33 1 by 2 minus 3 into 3 plus 3. So this is minus 9 plus 6 minus 6 by 2. Because of modulus sign it becomes plus, so this is 3. A34 1 by 2 minus 3 into 3 plus 4 minus 9 plus 4. So this is 5 by 2. Therefore now the matrix can be written as, first is your A11 is 1, A12 is 1 by 2, A13 is 0, and A14 is 1 by 2, and A21 is 5 by 2, A22 is 2, A23 is 3 by 2, A24 is 1, A31 is 4, A32 is 7 by 2, A33 is 3, and last one is 5 by 2. So you can see this matrix, and this has order 3 cross 4. We have seen that answer of question number 5 was that matrix of order 3 cross 4. Now come to question number 6. This question number 6 asks us to find values of x, y and z from the following equations. Now you can see in the first part there are two matrices and there is a sign equal. You can see between these two matrices. It means that these two matrices are equal, and we have already discussed, if matrices are equal then their corresponding elements must be same. So following that, the concept of equality of matrices, we can see the value of y will be 4, value of x will be 1, and value of z will be 3. come to this question, third part of question number 6. The value of x plus y plus z is 9. Value of x plus z is 5, and value of y plus z is 7. We have to find the values of x, y, z. I think this can be found very easily. We have y plus z equal to 7. So in equation number 1, we can put x plus 7 equals to 9. So x will be 2. If we got x, then from here we can get z equals to 5 minus 2, which is 3. And from here we can get y plus z we have already got. So z is 3 equal to 7. So y is 4. So we have found all the values of x, y, z. We have used the concept of equality of matrices. So keep in mind, when matrices are equal, the corresponding elements will be equal. Move to question number 9. Question number 9 is which of the given values of x and y make the following pair of matrices equal. Though this is an MCQ, but you may have to try in written. So you can see 3x plus 7, this has to be equals to 0. So from here, if I write 3x plus 7 equals to 0, then x will be minus 7 by 3. And you can see in option A, C or D, the values are not matching with the value that we have found. So A, C, D cannot be the options. So B is the right option, not possible to find. Now come to question number 10. This is very important question, and it has come for 1 mark in some of the board exams. The number of all possible matrices of order 3 cross 3 which with each entry 0 or 1. Now you can see for each entry, means they are asking the for example, this is A11 position. First one is A11 position. Is in that position we can place only 0 and 1. It means that for place 1 we have only 2 choices. Now the permutation combination that we have learned in class 11th will be used now. This has two choices, so number of ways to fill that position is 2. Similarly for this 2, similarly for this 0 and 1 means again 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. So by the fundamental principle of counting, we can see there are how many 9 entries, and each entry has 2 options. So number of total ways of formulating that matrices in which all elements are either 0 or 1 is 2 is to power 9, because 2 into 2 into 2, this 2 9 times. So answer is 5 1 by 2. So D is the right answer.